no. Ugh. Stress. Light. Wow, this is harder to reach than There we go. A little bit better. On things. Moving around. Adjusting. Okay. Oh, good morning. I said I was going to stream in the morning just to adjust myself, and I'm doing it. We'll see. I didn't really talk about how long I was going to do it. I just said that if everything went well, I would wake up and stream. So we're just going to give it a few minutes so that everyone gets their notifications that I did in fact go live. And I'm going to continue to drink my coffee so that my vocal cord, or continue to drink my coffee and talk so that my vocal cords come through. I really did just wake up like 30 minutes ago. So, and the only person I've talked to is my mother, and all I said was good morning. So it's going to be a minute before my voice comes back in full and I don't struggle through me talking. But it has been a very long time since I've streamed without my stuff. Ow. And you know what? Looking at it like this, I kind of miss it. I really do. Well, I like using a microphone. I don't love wearing headphones, and maybe if I just keep trying out headphones, I'd feel better, but as of right now, I don't love using headphones. But I know that I need them so that I can listen to all the things I react to. Hi, Rafi. Yeah. It doesn't surprise me. I don't really know where I place my voice when I stream. I'm pretty sure I just talk normally, but I will say in the morning when for example, we have an Alexa in the kitchen and she knows all our voices. However, if I talk to her in the morning when my voice isn't warm, when it isn't warmed up, she'll think I'm Nadia because my voice is deeper. I didn't think that our voices were that similar, similar enough to do that, but apparently they are. So this is my you're still a soprano. True. This is my first cup of coffee. I thought I was going to drink it a little bit more before the stream started, so I made myself a second cup of coffee, which is waiting on the sidelines with a cover. Okay. I've waited 4 minutes. I mean, not that I have too many things planned to talk about. I just decided to grab a few things. Are you ready for Disneyland? Yes. That's one of the things, I wanted to talk about was the fact that, well, I talked about it a little bit on yesterday's stream, that I was going back to Disneyland on Saturday, which now that it's Thursday, it's only one whole day away. That's the way I've been thinking about it. And what's funny is that right before Disneyland closed, well, not right before, it had been a few months. I just hadn't made the effort to go on all the stuff in Galaxy's Edge, which is the Star Wars area that opened late 2019 or mid 20, I don't know, sometime around there. But it was always so busy that I hadn't tried to get on any of the rides in there. And so there are rides currently that I have not been on that I'm hoping to go on when we go on Saturday because, it'll be limited capacity and I'm just hoping that that's going to work. Hello, good morning, or good evening, or whatever, from wherever you are. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to all the Disney foods that I've missed. And I'm also looking forward to foods I haven't had in a long time that I think I just need to have because I'm going back. Like, for those of you who don't know, Nadia has a podcast with her best friend Vanessa called Serendipitous Soul Sisters. And I was editing one of their episodes, and they were talking about all the Disney foods that they have eaten over time and things that they miss. And they brought up the point of like, oh, I think it's been so long since I've had this, but when I go back for the first time, I'm going to make sure I have it. And so one of those things was I used to get it's like chocolate chip cookie ice cream sandwich. And I really haven't seen it. I haven't eaten it since I was like, I don't know, 10. And I'm going to make sure I have one. Who is your favorite character? Favorite Disney character? Or or what? As far as Disney goes, who? I would say I'll do it in a way that makes sense for like movies. Yes, okay. For like movies. Because my favorite like princess movie, even though she's not a princess in the movie, but she's a Disney princess, is Mulan. So Mulan is probably like my top all-time favorite character. I also really like Jessica Rabbit, and and my favorite non-princess movie is Hercules. And I think it's mostly because of like the Greek mythology involved, and the characters. But I don't think like in terms of like favorite characters, they don't stack up as high. And I had never really thought about that before. I'm looking forward to the tears. I know. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Like Mulan reminds me of 47 Ronin. Oh my god, it's so early, I can't read. Yeah, I mean, I love Mulan as a character so much. I have always loved her. And I also really love who voices her, Ming-Na Wen. She is so boss. And she's the only, this happened recently because she was finally a part of the Star Wars franchise. So she's the only actor to have like be in three big franchises of Disney. So she voices Mulan. So that's her like main Disney animation. She plays Agent May in Marvel. And then she plays a character in a Star Wars thing. I don't know the name of the character because I have never really gotten into Star Wars. I like it like as an outsider, I would say. But yeah, when that happened, I was like, wow, Ming-Na Wen is a boss. But yes, I want to figure out a way to show you guys the tears also without like embarrassing myself to the fullest extent that I could. So like, and there's also, no, I'm going to cry at some point. I was going to say there's a possibility I won't cry, but I was literally just watching a TikTok of all the cast members getting it ready for people to come back into the park, and I started tearing up. So I probably will, but I don't know if I'm just going to, straight on my phone film myself as we're walking in, or if I'm going to have like my boyfriend just walk in front of me and film me. I don't know. I haven't really thought it through. Is the dragon also called Mushu in America? Yes. Yes. You know, surprisingly, I don't have any Mushu pins. My pin board is like right behind my computer. I used to collect Disney pins. Now, not so much. But yeah. Now I just try to focus on if they release any new Mulan pins, I get them. I have like all the Mulan pins of the recent years. And then any really special ones, like like I said, I like Jessica Rabbit. I got her exclusive, what was it, St. Patrick's Day? Oh, St. Patrick's Day 2018. If you ever get around to watching anime, Naruto is such a great series. I know you're probably a Disney fan only, but please give it a chance. I've been watching more and more anime actually. Currently, there we go. Looks like this. St. Patrick's Day 2018. Currently, I'm watching the new iteration of Fruits Basket, Keeping Up with My Hero, and I started Quintessential Quintuplets. I haven't like really dove in. I think I've only watched 2 episodes. I'm thinking about starting Horiyama because I saw it. It like came up on my it came up on my Hulu page, and I was like, "Ooh!" And I actually, that's a great transition because I literally pulled these to before I started the stream. So I had been telling people on the stream that I'm in like a manga phase where I'm buying a lot of manga very quickly. Like I have all of Fruits Basket is my all-time favorite anime, manga, you know, the works. And I have all of the new collector's edition like books of Fruits Basket, and I'm working on getting the original manga. But then I started reading other ones. So right now I pulled the like first volume of the 3 I'm currently reading, which one of them is Sweat and Soap. Looks like this. This is probably the weirdest one that I'm reading right now. But once you get past the like kind of odd concept, it's great. How do I explain this? The concept is this guy is the product designer for a major soap company. She loves this soap company. She works in the accounting department. Thank you, brain. She works in the accounting department, and they meet. He's obsessed with her smell. Hijinks and relationship ensues. And then I'm also reading Call Me Can't Communicate, which this girl and this guy, they start high school. The girl is seen by her classmates as like, oh my God, she's so ethereal. She's like a goddess. And in her mind, she's thinking everyone is laughing at her all the time. And she can't speak, basically. She just has like such bad social anxiety that she starts to like freak out when she has to talk. And no one realizes it. They all just think she's like, oh my God, she's above us. She can't talk to us. And that's not true. And this guy figures it out, and he wants to help her with her like talking issues. And then her dream is to make 100 friends in high school, which is pretty difficult when you can't talk. So he's helping her with that. So that's another one I'm reading. I'm on I need to find volume 4. I read 1 through 3. And then I just got an email this morning that my volume 5 is in, but I haven't read volume 4. And then the one I started like literally just this week is Kiss Him, Not Me. And this one was recommended to me by one of my coworkers. And like core concept I don't love, but I really like the characters. So I'm kind of just like looking past it. Basically, this main girl, because whenever I saw the cover of this, I thought it was the guys being like to the girl, like, oh no, you should kiss him. No, you should kiss him, because they didn't want to kiss her. But the actual concept is that, look at that, she goes from like this to this, and the guys become obsessed with her. There's 4 of them vying for her attention, and yeah, hijinks ensue. She's great. I like this one because he liked her before when she was like quote unquote ugly. So yeah, those are the ones I'm reading right now, and I just pulled them before the stream started because I was like, oh, let's talk about these, because I told everyone that I was doing this, but I hadn't shown you guys what I was reading. And for Kiss Him Not Me, I've been reading it because I only have in my possession volume 1 and 2. So I found it online, and I don't even know, I guess because the way I'm reading it online doesn't say like what volume I'm on, it just tells me what chapter. And they only do like 4 for this one. They only do like 4 chapters a volume. And I'm on chapter 18. So I've definitely skipped a few volumes. Not skipped, but I'm way ahead in terms of reading versus owning it. But I want to own it. So yeah, that is my stream of consciousness when it comes to what manga I'm reading right now and anime in general. Beats the books I'm reading. I'm glad you're having fun. What are you reading right now, Victor? I started to watch 13 Reasons Why on Netflix. I don't know if I could ever watch that TV show. I read it when I was like in middle school. Like dangerously too young to be reading that. But I remember it being a pretty good book. But I feel like the book is not as popular as the show. Like, even though the show got really popular, people really haven't been buying it. Huh. Sorry, I just got like a really weird text from my boyfriend. He said, I'm just going to talk about it. He said, fun news. Someone walked into our house and left a beat up volleyball in the dining room. That is both terrifying and very strange. And I don't even remotely know how to respond to this. Okay. That's, we're just gonna hope for the best. But yeah, tell me what you're reading. I'll tell you if I recognize the title at all. Hello. Good evening. Welcome to the morning stream where I'm not reacting to anything because we're doing a different type of stream. This is like straight camera to YouTube. I only watch it because of one interaction. I saw a snippet on YouTube. I mean, I feel like that happens to me pretty often too. I see like one thing or like I hear something and I'm like, maybe I want to watch that. That has definitely happened to me relatively recently with another anime. That was Kakuguri on Netflix. I like kept hearing people use the sound and like cosplay the characters, and I was like, I want to watch this. I'm reading studies on gravitational waves and hydrogen waves and the effects of magnetic fields. Huh. Very science field. But I like that better. Like if I was going to pick a subject, a nonfiction subject, It would be science. Oh, what's going on here? I'm just talking. We're just vibing. It is early, and I'm just trying to adjust myself. I'm just trying to adjust to waking up earlier because I'm going to have a pretty early weekend. Hello. So far, we've talked about some of the things that are going to happen with Disney and all the manga and anime I'm reading and watching. I'm not reading any like any books because these could technically be comic books. Oh, I did miss one though. One that I haven't started, but I have the first volume of, and it's on my desk because I haven't read it. Skullface bookseller Honda-san. I got it because I too am a bookseller, and I remember when the anime came out, I think I watched the first couple episodes and I laughed really hard because it's very realistic. And then I found out that I think the author was a bookseller. Disneyland, here's our weekend. Yeah, I'm continuously excited. Also, this isn't science related because we talked about it for a second there. But did I tell you guys that my parents went on a little excursion up the coast and they stopped at a lot of beaches. And I like rocks and crystals. Like, that's my jam. And my dad knows this. So my dad was picking up stuff for me off the beaches. And he got very carried away. Like, very carried away. And he kept telling me that, oh yeah, I got you lots of rocks. I hope you're ready. And I was like, okay, yeah. But he kept insisting it's a lot of rocks. And you know what? I wasn't prepared for how many rocks it was because it's like, where should I put them? So my solution when I saw how many rocks it was to get a very big jar and put them in there. I have the big jar on my desk right now because everyone was taking pictures of it yesterday. Just a second. This is the jar. This is the jar. As you can see, full of rocks. Okay. I've been to Crystal Caverns yet? No, I have not. The most, in terms of caves and mining excursions, I think the only time I've done that is I went into the mining caves in Bisbee. I think. Pretty sure that that's where we were. I mean, some of these rocks are very, very cool. Like, he didn't need to get me this many. I need to move this. He didn't need to get me this many because I already have a lot of rocks as well. And I had nowhere else to put them. I think I'm ready for my second cup. But I kind of want to pour it into my original cup. So let's hope I don't make a mess. Making a mess. Ooh, this one's bigger. It mostly went okay. I can't show you the desk, but it mostly went okay. Cheers. Before I graduated, I donated my rock collection to my alma mater. I framed it before I gave it to them. Ooh, that's fun and very nice of you. My dad found my like childhood rock collection and I opened it and I was like, wow, these are actually some really good rocks. Like I was pretty impressed by how many of them were actually good. Because when you're a kid, you just pick up rocks. Like you don't, I never hyper fixated on like learning too much about them because the like obsession didn't last too long when I was a kid. I think it was only like 1, maybe 2 years where I wanted to be like a geologist. Yeah. It would be a great weekend getaway, just San Diego area. Ah, crystals are as large as tractor trailers. That is great, Victor. Guess what I need to do? I need to write it down. And I'm looking around my desk trying to find, there it is. When I pick this up right now, I just need y'all to know how, I don't even know what category to put this under, like nerd or like something else. But when I picked this up, my brain wanted to yell Avasti. So, just so y'all know, embarrassing. Got it. Fluffy pen. I didn't realize that there was one so close. Then again, I have not looked. So that's on me. But San Diego is very doable. Also have a friend who's currently living there who I should probably visit at some point, especially now that I'm all good to go. I spilled some of the coffee and then did not I don't have any napkins on my desk. It's becoming a problem. Ah. Ooh, seashells from around the world. That's cool. I feel like in a lot of the around the world places I've been, I never really knew what to collect because I feel like I did a lot of international traveling when I was too young to like think about it and to like plan accordingly. I mean, I do have, or at the time when I went to Europe and I was, for example, in Disneyland Paris, I did pick up a couple of pins, which I see them right now, but maybe I just collect too many things or over my lifetime I've collected too many things and now my brain just like, blah, I don't know. Including. Not only did my dad bring home a bunch of rocks, he also brought home a bunch of sand dollars, which are now on my windowsill over there. Oh, I am already starting to get warm. Now I'm wondering what the weather's going to be like today. It's not that warm yet, but ew. It's going to be kind of warm today. I mean, I'm going to be at work for most of the day, but it's supposed to get up to about 95 Fahrenheit for my international peoples. College made me collect many things, insects, leaves, and other interesting ones. Yeah, I mean, like when I was younger, I think let's see, there were rocks. So I collected rocks, pins, stamps, and I guess at the time for a while, books. Um, yeah. And then I got rid of well, the rocks were apparently just in the garage, so they're back. The stamps, I have like a book. They're not very impressive. Like if someone was to look at my stamp collection, they wouldn't be like, "Wow, you have some amazing finds in here." Like not that kind of collection. It was more just like bring it all to me. Um, but I still have the book because it's not very big and can fit anywhere. Um, and then I got rid of, or I shouldn't say got rid of, I donated a lot of my books when I was younger. Too many of them. I regret some of it. And I guess now we're just like, we're back at the beginning because I'm again collecting rocks and now I'm collecting manga. I collect K-pop albums, and with pins, I'm a little more not judgy. I'm a little more my god, I can't think of the word. You know, like I don't buy every single pin I see. I do not know what I'm trying to say. 6:30 p.m. and chilly here. Ooh. Yeah, right now it's like 61 degrees Fahrenheit. But it's going to get up to about 95, which is like not fun for me. Picky. Yeah, I'm a little more picky with thank you, Rafi. I'm more picky with the pins I choose. Um I'm like less likely to get Disney pins because I've collected so many over my lifetime where I'm like, I'm good. I have been collecting a lot of K-pop pins, but that's because they're like I know or I'm like at an event and I could literally talk to the person who created it, who drew the art for it. And it's like it feels like a better connection to me. Um I have some cool pins. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm looking at one right now and I don't know. I wonder like how many people have it. Mostly because I got it off of pure luck. I have these. If I can grab it off my pin board. This is a Ray-Ban pin. You know, like the sunglasses brand, Ray-Bans. They gave it to my aunt who sells, not sells, but she works in an optometrist office, and she's usually like one of the top sellers of Ray-Bans. So she gets a lot of like free swag from them. So I'm just wondering like how many people have those because it is really cool. When I saw it, I was like, whoa, I want that immediately. And yeah, I'm looking at my pin board and seeing all the different pins that I've collected like recently, and they're all done by like small business artists that I really enjoy. 55 degrees Fahrenheit there. That's beautiful. I prefer the cold, as you can probably tell from the long sleeves that I wear. Yeah. The thing is also the fact that it's going to be 95 makes me nervous. Currently, our air conditioning doesn't work. So it's going to be hot and sticky in there. And I'm the one moving big boxes. So I have to dress accordingly. We should change locations. Rafi, I would love to live where you live. I will visit one day. My grandson loves my change that I have left over from other countries. Now I make an effort to keep some. Ooh, that's fun too. I know I have some coins from like, I think I have coins from Mexico, the UK. I'm not sure how many other countries. I feel like those are probably the only two. I will visit as well. Yes, Rafi, come to California. If you ever do, Rafi, come to California, I will give you some tips on Los Angeles because, you know, because I live here, I get really tired of like, I noticed it recently how many, well, like transplant people who moved to Los Angeles and haven't lived there their whole lives, who are like influencers and spokespeople for the city itself, and how often they just don't get it. This is like a pretty tame example. There's how am I going to start the story? There's a group called the Try Guys. They originally are from BuzzFeed, and they started their own YouTube channel and company, et cetera, et cetera. And I actually like watching them a lot. One of their members has this series where they go around what does he do? This was for Eat the Menu. So he basically, exactly that, he eats the menu of a said place. And he had like an In-N-Out episode. And all throughout the episode, there were so many people who definitely didn't grow up in California, who were talking trash about the fries. And like, whenever I hear people who didn't grow up in California or who have only had In-N-Out in Los Angeles, like the city of Los Angeles, and Los Angeles doesn't have a lot of them. Like, I can only think of like two. And one of them's like right next to the airport. So, and those ones are always super busy. Like their lines are absolutely insane. And the quality goes down a lot because of that. Versus like, I'll be in Santa Monica for the 17th just for 2 days. Ooh. And like, so they're talking about this, and it always frustrates me because I'm like, they don't get, because I know every like state and probably country has places like this where it's like you have nostalgic memories or like things about a place. So they're like, talking down on In-N-Out. And I told my boyfriend, I was like, see, this is what frustrates me, because for me, In-N-Out isn't just like a place you just happen to go. It's not like any other fast food chain. Because my memories of it are like, after a football game, everyone from your school is going to be at like the local In-N-Out, like after dances, after concerts, like there's just like a list of things where it has that sort of connection for it, And I don't think you get that experience living in another state, coming and moving directly to the city, I know Eugene from them. Yeah. Eugene is one of the Try Guys. But yeah, all 4 of them are from other states. So the fact that they're like so public, in the public like sphere, living here, it's a lot. But that's just my personal opinion. Just one of those things. I also do not do the rivalry where people are like, oh my God, what's better, In-N-Out, Shake Shack, or Whataburger? Which are like Whataburger is southern states, and then Shake Shack is like the East Coast. I had Whataburger when I was in Texas. I've never had Shake Shack, so I have nothing to say about that. But They all have their purposes and they all do different things. Plus, like Whataburger is like a full, like a menu for multiple meals. Like they have breakfast. Like you can't compare that to In-N-Out, which does not. So I saw him dancing with Jessie for her song. Yeah, he did a really good job. I was impressed, but not. I was impressed, but also not surprised. Uh, you know, as we get further and further into the stream, I just start thinking about how I'm gonna have to, after this, I'm gonna have to start getting ready to go to work. But once I get done with this day, this work day, I don't work again until next week because normally on a normal week, right? I work Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and then I live stream. Well, okay, here's the 6. I work Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and then I live stream Wednesday and Friday. So I just have to get through the work day because I'm not working on Saturday because I'm going to Disneyland. Get through the work day, live stream on tomorrow, live stream Friday, and then Disneyland. OMG, next week I'm going to the first time to a KFC. Ooh, that should be fun. I've always wanted to. I haven't done it, and I should. I should plan for it a little better. I haven't had KFC in another country. I also just haven't had KFC in a long time here. But lately I've been seeing lots of TikToks about people talking about like their, I think it's chicken tenders. And people are like really hyping them up. So I've been meaning to go. Haven't gone. But I would say it's probably better. Wherever you're going, it's probably better. It's kind of like McDonald's, right? Even though the McDonald's was started in the US kind of gets the short end of the stick when it comes to it. Because in other countries, they have like other sauces, other dishes that are just like more impressive. Although BTS is about to have a meal collaboration with McDonald's. And like that's pretty exciting because they're going to have sauces that they have in other countries here for the first time. I did go to a McDonald's while I was in France, but I only had French fries because I was not hungry at the time. And they were serving like maybe donut holes or something. It definitely wasn't a beignet, but it was like powdered donut holes. And I looked at it and I was like, we don't have that. And I think that's pretty interesting when it comes to all the Thai actors I follow on Instagram post about something from KFC and it's horribly spicy. I know that there are spicy chicken tenders. I do not know the KFC menu, like not even a little bit. So let's pull that up for a second. Oh, look at Chungha. Because usually in the situations where I have KFC, it's usually like someone brings a chicken bucket to like a party, you know? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, new spicy classic chicken sandwich, spicy classic chicken sandwich combo, blah, 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 blah. Hello, Andy. Hi, Torsten. Don't worry. We've just been talking, vibing. Do you think it's well, I don't know. Again, I don't know how similar the menu's going to be, but I do see, Rafi, Nashville hot tenders. Maybe it's that. They literally cried. Well, probably It's probably made very different in Thailand. You're right. Like very different. But hi. I'm on my second cup of coffee. We talked about Disneyland. I gave a synopsis for like, let me see, knocking over things. I gave a synopsis for these 3 manga that I'm reading, 3 manga series. And then I talked a little bit about this one. And then we were talking travel and collections. Oh my God, Torsten, Andy, you have to see this. I was telling them about my dad bringing me home like a lot of rocks and me having to come up with a creative way to keep said rocks. And this is the way I'm keeping them. As you can see, this jar is bigger than my face. It's a lot. Just got back from Dunkin' Donuts, so still waking up. You know, I've only had Dunkin' like 2 times in my life. I think it's getting more popular on the West Coast. Okay, a jar of rocks. Yes. A jar of very large rock. Well, not all of them are super big, but a lot of them are. But I know that Dunkin', like, the further you go, the more popular it gets. But I think it, like, well, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe it drops off in, like, the New York area, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I've only had Dunkin' like twice. I'm starting to see them more, but then also I'm starting to see other places more, like Phil's Coffee has been popping up a bit. And my hope is that Dutch Bros comes to me. Started in the Boston area. Because my brain, it's like, oh, probably in like the heart of New York, they just go to what's the closest. I think for me, yeah. I was gonna say I think when I definitely know. The closest for me is always going to be Starbucks, but I don't always get Starbucks. My town of 43,000 people one time had 13 Dunkin' Donut locations. See, that is like, it's more. It's definitely more than Starbucks, but that's basically what it's like. Like, I think maybe like 4 all around me. Oh, another chain that's been popping up a lot more is Tierra Mia, which that one I like a lot too. But for example, Starbucks, my college campus, we had 4 Starbucks on my college campus. 4. And then you could like cross the street and then there's like a Coffee Bean, which that's another chain that I like never go to. Mostly because they don't have a lot of drive-throughs. Like most of them are walk-in. And it's not often that I want to walk in when I'm getting coffee. So I would say that's my main reason for not going to Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf. But yeah, Dunkin', none of my friends get Dunkin' either. Oh yeah, for sure. My main thing is that I don't really like Starbucks roasts, you know? Like, Yeah, I just don't really like Starbucks roasts. They're too bitter. Um, so when I go, I'm usually getting something with a lot of milk, which is another reason I just don't. I just don't. You know, I live between the Northern and Baltic Sea, and both coastlines are, surprise, rocks, basically. So for me, it's like a jar of soil. So what do you do with those rocks? Um, you know, right now, this is just gonna be like a decorative piece. Um, maybe at some point I'll get around to like trying to identify some of them. I pulled out, I have a smaller jar with more rocks, and those ones my dad got on Moonstone Beach, so a lot of them are moonstone, but and I might make like jewelry with them. There was also a lot of in the smaller ones, there was a lot of California jade, so I also might make jewelry with that, but mostly decorative right now. I didn't choose these. My dad did. Like from the moon? Cool. That would be insane. Um, I don't actually I don't know why it's called moonstone. Maybe because they look kinda like the moon? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Also, Andy and Torsten, I was telling everyone how it's gonna be hot today, and I'm not looking forward to it because, although I will be at work, my my works ace, like our air conditioning, not working. So it's just gonna be hot. I don't want to. And I don't really want to go because you know work, but I just have to get through it. Get through the shift. Then this weekend, my brain, that's all I can think about because that's all I can afford to think about. Disneyland. I am ready to cry. Rainy here today. I wish, although every time it rains, that's even more I want to be at home. Whew. I'm cold. We have typical April weather here. It does what it wants. I mean, Rafi, that sounds like California. It does what it wants. It is always, we're gonna go from all day fog to scorching heat. Is today? Oh, today's April 29th. It's my cousin's birthday. I have to remember to send her a message. But I was going to say, April's almost over. And y'all know what May is. My birthday month. Although my birthday comes quite late in May, but that's okay. Mark Twain once said, if you don't like the weather in New England, wait 5 minutes. That's amazing. I think I've had too much coffee this morning. Actually, I probably just feel this way because I have not eaten. Need to eat. But I still have about 6 minutes. Anything else you guys want to talk about this tomorrow? I will be streaming at the normal time and doing the normal things. Oh. I will be streaming at the normal time and streaming about normal things. Ooh, that's fun. Are your mom and sister Tauruses or Geminis? Saturday is May Day, but more importantly, Kentucky Derby Day. You can't see it because how overexposed my window is, but right there, that like red top, That is actually a maypole centerpiece that I made, but you can't tell. I'll have to bring it closer. Hi, Randall. Coming in at the last few minutes here. If I didn't have to go to work this morning, I would just keep streaming, but I do in fact have to get ready for work. What am I gonna wear? Been busy. That's fair. Mom is the 27th. Gemini, yeah. Sister is the 20th. Taurus. Very fun. You have rainbows on your floor. That is true. That's cool that it's coming through. On my window, I have like I guess it's called sun catchers. Well, just basically, I have stuff that makes it reflect as rainbows in my room if it gets hit in the right way. Ooh. I actually want to see if I can get this picture. Although this might, oh no, it actually wasn't too far back. One time I woke up and this was the light reflection, like right over my bed. Look at that. It was crazy. Cause like right there is my pillow. So I like woke up and I saw this huge rainbow circle and I was like, I need to take a picture of that. Oh gee, that is my room. Did that virtual climate change event in Norway and Berkeley get any coverage in California? If it did, I should ask my dad because he would have seen something like that. I'm like looking over trending news to see if I see anything. Yeah, I'll have to ask my dad. Or supposed to be my room? What do you mean? Because he definitely was watching a lot of news yesterday, but he might have only been watching the 100 Days address. That coffee is now too cold. But am I surprised? Not really. I could have kept it in the cup that actually has a lid. See, this is what I, for those of you who weren't here when we started, I had this one like mostly full, but I thought I was going to finish it before the stream started. So I made myself a second cup. And then this one has a lid. So I just had it like covered until I was ready to pour it into this one. I didn't need to pour it in, but I don't really like that one. The one with the cover. Yeah, I don't really like that one. I need more mugs with that, although I actually have, I don't think it's on my desk. I'm looking around like it's on my desk. But I found like a lid thing that has just like a little clip, so you could clip it onto any mug you want. But it's not big enough for like this coffee cup because this one has a pretty wide mouth, but it's my favorite coffee cup. I know I've talked about it before because it's the one that every single cup I make is perfect. It has literally never let me down. Not a single time. And it doesn't matter what kind of coffee I put in it. It just always is right. I don't know why. You know, another reason I decided to do like 7 to 8 is because my mom starts her live stream teaching at 8. The live stream Sunday is a fundraiser for their parents' medical bills. I did see, or I have been seeing, everything that's been going on with Fourth Impact. It has not, I mean, I was gonna say it has not been good, but it also, I was impressed with how I was impressed with the recovery journey because yeah, like it had to be exactly. Thank God their dad is now off. Yeah. It's just it had to be the energy that everyone sent because to come back from it's like a lot. It's a lot. Um it's called The Mouth. Didn't know that. Yeah, I guess I'm pretty sure you could do that for most openings. Anyway. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining me this morning. I will have to get off and start getting ready for work. To my patrons, I will see you immediately after the stream because, of course, I will post a picture. And to everyone else, I will see you tomorrow for tomorrow's live stream, 3 p.m. Pacific time. Everything is normal. Yeah. But yeah, thank you for keeping me company this morning as I try to adjust my body to being up earlier. Thank you very much. Lots of motivation on work. Yeah, I'm going to work. Bye. Stay safe. Love you.